quality of the image of this binocular is unlikely to be surpassed. Hi, my name's Mike Allibone. I'm the optics editor for Birdwatch and BirdGuides, and I'd like to introduce you to the Swarovski NL Pure 52mm binoculars. Swarovski's decision to extend its NL Pure range has seen the addition of 3 new 52mm binoculars to the series, offering users a wider choice of optics with the additional benefit of a surprisingly high magnification. On the face of it, at 14 times, the highest of these, and there's 10 times and 12 times as well, this looks set to compete with models generally considered to be the preserve of the realm of image stabilisation. So, what are the pros and cons associated with this substantial leap up the rungs of the magnification ladder? When I took my first look through the 8x42 NL Pures back in 2020, I found it extremely impressive, and considering this is the specification most favoured by birders, it would be a good idea, I think, to compare it with the new one. So let's have a quick look at first what can be expected when you get your hands on one of these upsized pieces of kit, and we'll have a look in the box. Okay, so let's do the obligatory what's in the box. So, first of all, you've got your user manual, which is self-explanatory and multilingual. Secondly, you've got this functional side bag, which is basically something that you put the binoculars in when you're not using them or carrying them around. And in order to do that, we've got a carry strap there that goes with them. Comfortable neck strap as well, which you can attach very quickly and easily, and I'll show you that in a minute. Rain guards, as you would expect. In here there are 2 attachments for the strap lugs, which go with the strap. You've also got a lens cleaning cloth, microfiber cloth there. And last but not least, soap and brush for cleaning the binocular body. And of course, we mustn't forget the binocular itself. Okay. The obvious differences are, of course, structural, with the 52mm objective diameter setting the weight and dimensions for the upscaling of this new binocular. For anyone considering making the leap to this larger series and currently comfortable with the weight of the 8x42, it's worth noting that the extra 180-gram load represents an increase of 21% in the overall mass, although it's distributed over a larger chassis that is 16mm longer. The difference in weight is noticeable. I'm finding the binocular quite hefty in comparison to the smaller model, but we'll return to that aspect later on. Exposing narrow strips of the chassis on the inside of the top of the barrels is a feature that's not present in the smaller models, and this certainly helps to increase the grip during use, as well as uplifting the aesthetics of the binocular. Otherwise, the characteristic wasp waist design, mechanics and textured non-slip rubber body armour are consistent with the series. The generous size and proportions easily allow my fingers to wrap comfortably around the chassis, helping to achieve the required balance, which is an important must-have in this high magnification model, while the finger operating the focusing wheel remains straight and relaxed, well clear of the strap lugs. So, the focusing wheel is a little more than 1 finger's width, and it takes 2 nice smooth clockwise rotations basically to take it from the close focus distance of 3.8 meters through to infinity. Surprisingly though, there's no impression of being hemmed in, so realistically, what's the impact? Sacrificing the extensive field of view for a greater magnification enables a greater appreciation of birds at close range, as well as being able to pick up identification points on birds at great distances, such as high-flying raptors, for instance. It's less easy, though, to latch on to birds moving quite quickly at close range or flying past than it would be if you used a binocular with a higher field of view. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but you get there eventually. There is another aspect to consider, of course, and that's that the depth of field delivered by the 52mm binocular is shallower than that provided by the smaller model because, again, as magnification increases, the depth of field decreases. Ultimately, this may result in increased use of the focusing wheel, particularly when viewing birds at relatively close distance. Personally, although the difference between the two is evident, I don't find it at all problematic, and it doesn't in any way detract from my viewing experience. The quality of the image of this binocular is unlikely to be surpassed. Not only is the light transmission figure of 91%, the same as it is for the 8x42, it still delivers a bright image, despite the fact that the exit pupil is only 3.7 as opposed to the 5.25 of the 8x42. I'm unable to see any appreciable difference in image brightness between the two binoculars during normal daylight conditions, but when I look through these at dusk, I can just detect that the image is a little bit darker than it would be in the smaller binocular. To my eyes, the colour rendition of this binocular is neutral, and it accurately reflects and delivers all colours quite naturally associated with the natural environment and the birds being observed. No less than I would have expected, of course. While extremely impressive from all features we've looked at already, there is more I have to say about the weight and bulk of this binocular, which may be considered by some as perhaps a little excessive. There are two aspects to consider here, the first of which relates to carriage. Firstly, I found the 52mm noticeably heavier when used with a conventional neck strap supplied, although I did quickly adjust to the extra weight. For long periods in the field, though, I would suggest using Swarovski's BSP Bino Suspender Pro or the new BH Bino harness to more evenly distribute the weight. I tried this and it does increase the comfort factor. Secondly, with a combination of weight, which is just over 1 kilo, and high magnification, holding the binocular steady to keep the image stable, especially for long periods, may prove problematic for some users. To help overcome this, there is the option of fitting this FRP forehead rest, which is specifically designed for the NL Pure series, and it's very easy to attach and remove. Supplied with the forehead rest is a very small Allen key, and you use this basically to remove the screws from the top part of the binocular. So you'll see that there are these two holes here, and the screws are very easy to remove. Simply take them out, and when you've done that, the forehead rest simply slides in. So, simply take the forehead rest and clip it in. And there we are. You can adjust the forehead rest quite easily, in and out, and so we'll give it a go in the field. Once fitted, for me, it makes a solid difference to stability and goes a long way towards reducing or even negating this potential problem. This accessory is curved and flexible, and it can be adjusted to a comfortable position for the user's forehead. It extends beyond the full extension of the eye cups, and it can still be used even if the viewer is wearing glasses. In summarising, this new upsized NL Pure Binocular is optically excellent and provides that much desired extra magnificational reach, although in the current era of optical compactness, some potential users might find it a little too heavy. The price too is a hefty £2,950, and with optional accessories, either the BH Bino harness at £182 or the less expensive BSP Suspender Pro at £58, plus the FRP forehead rest at £132, there's a significant capital outlay to consider.